welcome to Peton Stadium in Athens, Ohio. It's the Bowling Green Falcons and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sideline, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
I caught up with the Bobcats head coach before the game. He loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder now. He's talked to his team about getting off. Start that's important to set the tone here today. They want to keep that undefeated streak alive in conference play, but it all begins right now. We'll see if they can do it against a very tough opponent. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Ohio Bobcats offense will have the opening possession of the game. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. At over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out. Looking for a crease, it's Marshall. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back.
Snags it, and there's running room. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Straight ahead, it's Roach. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Raiola to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Farrell. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, it's Marshall. Ripping through the defense. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Patrick. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Falcons offense will now get its first chance with the football. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Rush right in his face. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Falcons will punt this one away. On the return. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. The Bobcats in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
He's got the first down. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The run inside. It's Roach.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Bobcats, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On the run, it's Roach. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy.
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Patrick. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to let it go. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Falcons will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catches it at the 15. Made a defender miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Touchdown, Bobcats. Stealing a score on special teams.
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on him, and he just goes zoof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
From deep, it's Patrick. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Look out! And it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. Making his first move. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quick give. It's Roach. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches.
Breaks into the open on the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. This defense, its head is spinning. Inside the 25. They'll snap it from the 24. First down. Turns up. It's Roach. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Raiola. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio!
Well, this thing's turning into a route, and it's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Line's just back in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dawkins. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Drops back on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it for a big play. He's loose. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bowling Green.
Yeah, if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Raiola to throw. Fires left. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Out wide left, it's Dawkins. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. From the gun, it's Roach. And he's brought down after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Throwing Raiola. Out wide right, it's Farrell. Still running at the 40. Makes a grab and room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Raiola from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Cotton. Gets out of bounds after the big gain, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage.
He's going for the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. First play of this drive. Under pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Driven back. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Handoff again. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Punt is on its way. Trying to get started. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Bobcats. Special teams coming through. The third aspect of the game, delivering big time. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Baldwin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the quick grab. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On the move, he fires. Dangerous throw on that one.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Finds a man in the middle. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. Underheat, and he gets rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a fourth down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellows, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And we start with the NC State Wolfpack in their matchup against the number 12 team, the North Carolina Tar Heels.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Takes the easy completion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That costly penalty will give this offense a new set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Woodyard. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. 2nd and long here. On the option. Got some green grass. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense as he's knocked down immediately. The Falcons line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. On the run, it's Roach. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Raiola to throw. They're all over him. Going to try to get it himself. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the...
Touchdown, Bobcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. The give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Falcons are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Into the 3rd quarter of this edition of Midweek Action, it's 2nd and 10. Just a misfire there.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
On 4th. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ollie, what update do you have on that?
Here on the Bobcat sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they...
Gets loose in the middle. The 20. He's at touchdown, Ohio. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Baldwin. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. dropped in. He got nothing on first down. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Swings it out to the flat. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got his man. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Gain of 2 on the play, sets up 3rd and 8. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the Ohio sideline, that quarterback just jogged off the field with a ton of enthusiasm and high fives from his teammates. He just broke the season record for passing touchdowns for the school, and they are making sure that he knows they...
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Unloads to the wideout. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Sees an alley.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the 2nd level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And the Bobcats are facing 3rd and inches. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Right side, it's Farrell. At the 20, he's got space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Bowling Green's offense will take the field to start the drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Duarte. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Hit gets inside. It's Baldwin. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Working on the right. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Baldwin. Nice move to keep running. He's out of bounds after a good pickup, and the clock will stop not only because he's out of bounds, but it's the 2-minute timeout. Sells to fake. Lucky to get it off.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They boot it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Raiola. Out wide right, it's Bowman. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Bobcats peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Left side, it's Roach. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make plays.
Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Here's Raiola to throw. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Bowling Green has it back. The Falcon offense will go to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football.